My video for this morning is the big question: do white women really love their biracial mixed race children? The reason why I asked the question, of course, in this politically incorrect age, we are told you can't generalize, and therefore you continue to flirt around the edges of semantics and words, and it goes on and on, because it's a way of avoiding the truth. Of course, there's going to be those who break the rules, as it were, or challenge the rules. You get that in everything. But as a whole, do white women love their mixed race biracial children? The reason why I asked that question is because I've been campaigning against mixed race children being racially abused, bullied by blacks and whites at schools, and no one doing anything about it, nor have the will to do anything about it. I've even, to try and up the campaign, joined mixed race families, mixed race groups on Facebook and posted information. Nobody cared. I know black people don't care about black interest unless they're defending thugs or defending rapists, you know. But I was quite surprised. Here you are dealing with children. The LGBT, if you just call somebody a faggot, and that's it. The government are funding money behind schools, having 4-year-olds chopping their bits off, turning it into a vagina, having sex changes. They're now bringing dildos into primary schools, into baby schools, to teach the boys how to suck a homosexual penis. In the name of bullying, the bullying program, in the name of LGBT rights, teaching 4-year-olds how to suck a dick. And the parents, they're smoking a cigarette, they're happy. The parents have nothing to say about it. You know, now boys can wear skirts and girls can wear trousers. You know, you can mix the genders up. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. The parents smoke a cigarette. But mixed race children, they get bullied by teachers, blacks and whites, and nobody cares. The evidence is overwhelming. The LGBT will force their agenda, mess up society, and people don't mind. Nobody bats an eyelid. Nobody protests about their children, you know, being exposed to this unnatural, overnight, political and sexual, you know, rubbish. No, nobody challenging it. No black man, no black woman, no white man, no white woman. Black men are happy. Black men are the biggest embracers of the LGBT. You want to see them on Facebook? Black thugs defending LGBT, black rappers defending homosexuals, trying to make it sound the word, trying to make it sound good and exciting. But when it comes to their own mixed race children, nobody cares. Unless they're defending thugs, unless they're defending rapists. The son of the black community awakens. The Bible says, woe to those who call good evil and evil good. Rather defend the devil, defend Satan, than defend good. And that is the state of anyone who associates with black people or are blacks. Or you have to explain, why is it mixed race children are going through hell? Hell! And nobody cares. I tell you something now. If I had mixed race children and they were going through bullying by teachers or school, if the law was not on my side, I'm afraid I'd resort to, I'll leave it to your imagination, And I just wouldn't target the individuals, I'd target the whole school. Nobody interferes with the people that I love. Nobody. I don't care who you are. And that's interesting, because we don't mind copulating. We don't mind interbreeding out of our race. Yet we won't show that same love for biracial children. But I don't like the word biracial. Biracial, it has a negative connotation. It's on the same wagon as bisexual, biracial. I'm not into that nasty words. I call it mixed race. Biracial, they will associate it with bisexual, like they associate blacks with homosexuals. So I'm going to say mixed race. The term biracial, it has a negative connotation to it. Mixed race, right? Nobody cares. They're mixed race children, male and female, you know, because they're seen as pretty. The teachers bully them, blacks bully them, whites bully them. And it's interesting, when people want to escape from the black world or the white world, the stopgap measure, I'll date a mixed race. I'll be hated for this video, but I don't give a damn. I'm all about speaking truth. I don't care if my subscriber got to 0. I couldn't care, because I'm the best it comes across. I don't care. Right? The mixed race children are seen, or mixed race are seen as stopgap measure. In other words, I don't like black people, but you know, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get a mixed race, halfway house. Oh, I can't deal with white feminism. I don't want black girls. I don't want white girls. I tell you what, I'll go for mixed race. I'll go stopgap measure. Mixed race people have a raw deal. And I tell you why. Because people can still hold on to their bigotry. I've seen it, especially where I live. I've seen mixed race girls who have got racist boyfriends. But something, she's not black, she's not white, so I'm okay. Even the BNP and EDL, racist parties, there's a documentary. When they found out he had a mixed race girlfriend and he was embarrassed. Stopgap measure. Halfway house. They go through hell at school and then they end up being halfway house. So people still hold on to the hatred and bigotry, but it's okay. Mixed race people are non-human. They're non-human. They don't count. And while the LGBT are pushing homosexual studies into schools just because somebody goes, you okay? Mixed race are being beaten up, they're being called names consistently, systematically, and the schools behind it, and pupils are behind it. I said, I want to start a campaign. And nobody was interested. People don't mind interbreeding, they don't mind crossing over the races, but when it comes to the children, they don't give a damn. I dare you. There's nobody in this world tougher than me that can deal with me. Bring Louis Farrakhan, the biggest mouth yet. Bring him. There's things that I know about him. There's things I know about him. He himself has got issues, which I won't go into yet. The Nation of Islam, who's supposed to be about blackness, etc. They've got serious issues, which is why their movement is a fraud. Well, I won't go into that, that's sidetracking. Mixed race people are seen as halfway house. I can't deal with the black world, I can't do the white world. I tell you what I'll do, I'll go for mixed race. And therefore what happens is they become void of politics. So when mixed race people are going through pain, they don't care. No, don't remind me, I just want to date you. Don't remind me, I just want to fuck you. Don't remind me that I'm black. Don't remind me I'm white. Mixed race used as a halfway house. Nobody cares when they're suffering. They're going through hell at school. The government don't give a shit. The council don't give a shit. The lawmakers don't give a shit. Why? They're busy promoting a paedophile, homosexual culture. All I want is a group of concerned mixed race people, black people, white people who are in England, because I live in England, to say, you know something, Journey into Justice and Truth, I sign a signature, and I tell you something, that I will fight that cause. I've already fought causes where I always win. I'm too goddamn powerful. Every cause I fight, I win. And all I want are mixed race people, black people, white people who are in interracial relationships, and say, you know something, my children are being bullied, and I'm glad a strong black man like you is willing to take on the government. Just tell me that. That's all I want to hear, and I'll start a campaign. I'll even open a charity and expose this bullshit that's going on. Enough is enough. The LGBT, they have plenty of love and support from people. Everybody I talk to, they're pro-gay. Blacks are pro-gay. Whites are pro-gay. But mixed race children, they can be beaten. You know, people date them as a halfway house. I've seen it. Black cowards and white cowards. You know, I don't want to be reminded of white politics. You know, I can't do with feminism. I tell you what, I don't want a black female, but I'll go for the halfway house. Black men who don't want white girls and they don't want black girls, but they think, I'll go for the halfway house. I know human nature. And sometimes it makes you lonely inside when you see the filth of humanity and how easy to read people are. Easily to read. There's nothing more than walking eggs and walking sausages. That's all you are. Think of your goddamn self. Nobody else counts. But it's interesting, when it comes to LGBT and homosexual causes, you all come to your senses. You don't believe me? Join the black groups on Facebook and see how they're all, you know, supporting LGBT rights. Black thugs! Black knowledge! Supporting gay rights. And what they do, they don't allow your post. When you're trying to deal with this subject, they don't allow it. They leave it in the inbox. They don't actually publish your story. A lot of black groups on Facebook, something tells me they're not bona fide. There's something not quite right about them. They'll post sex. They'll post silly things. If this black man with a big dick, what was it? In this supposed to be black relationships, you know, if this black man with a big dick had to have sex with your wife in order to save her life, would you do it? This is a black group. Something about black relationships. And when you're posting sensible issues like this, they don't allow it. I dare you to do it. Join all the black groups on Facebook and you be genuine and you tell me your post is allowed. One black guy picked up on the fact that my post wasn't being published. He realized it. I don't know how he found out, and he left Facebook when he found out that most of the black people were fake. I don't think people care about mixed race children or mixed race people because they are social convenience. That's all they are, social convenience. White males who are racist and don't want white women, it's a halfway house. Black males who don't want white women, you know, and don't want black girls, mixed race is halfway house. Black women who don't want white men and don't want black men, mixed race men, halfway house. That's all mixed race people are, halfway house. People don't really love them. Just like blonde women. Men don't really love blondes. Make her lose all her hair and see if he stays with her. People love you for the wrong reasons. I dare any blonde woman out there, any blonde woman who's beautiful. The first thing guys saw when they walked to her wasn't her personality. They thought, oh, there's a bimbo there. Now let them lose their hair and see how long he's last around for. I did a survey in Birmingham, a blonde survey. Very shocking. Had all the blonde women in tears and the partners running off. In some parts of the Quran, I hate quoting from the Quran because I don't believe in it, but some parts of the Quran, when it says, when truth comes, falsehood vanishes. Even the devil can talk the truth, but he twists it. Even the devil can tell the truth. Right? The Quran says, when truth comes, falsehood vanishes. That's the only sense that we're quoting it. And people, when they face the truth, they can't stand it. They can't stand it. They vanish. Nobody cares about mixed race. Why? Because they're halfway house. I want to play it safe. I want to play it safe. Oh, makes you angry.